Looking to get some best practices for negotiating with contractors? Well, we've got 21 tips for you to start using today. And check out our links below as we've got a second video on the topic also listed down there. I'm Bobby with Net Gain Real Estate, where we help homeowners be their own general contractor and save 20 to 30% in the process. Let's get into it. 1. Prepare for the initial consultation. Before meeting with contractors, have a clear outline of your project scope, desired timeline, and your budget. The clarity will facilitate more accurate quotes and better communication. Research contractor backgrounds. Verify the contractor's credentials such as licensing, insurance, and references. Nextdoor is a great place to look for references and comments on various contractors if you have that and use that in your area. Just a tip. Knowing contractor backgrounds will help ensure reliability and quality of work. Ask about their previous projects. Request examples of past projects similar to yours. This gives insight into their capability and quality of work. It also helps you gauge if they're the right fit for what you're trying to do on your project. Get detailed quotes. We can't emphasize this enough, and we cover this in detail in our home renovation and remodeling toolkit course with our clients. Insist on itemized quotes that break down costs for materials, labor, and other expenses. This transparency helps in comparing different contractors and understanding where your money is going. Negotiate payment terms, discuss payment schedules, and avoid large upfront payments. Ideally, payments should align with key project milestones to ensure progress before the next payment. I had a situation where luckily it was only a small payment, but I paid it to a contractor who then disappeared, only for me to hear a week or two later that he had taken all of the funds and spent them at a casino, had not paid his employees during that time. Lesson learned. Clarify communication protocols and how you're going to communicate. Make sure that you're going to be on site so that you can have easy one-on-one communication immediately when there's an issue or something arises. Establish a plan, including how often you'll receive updates and how they're going to be sent to you. Regular communication eliminates misunderstanding and keeps the project on track, and that has got to be one of your biggest goals. Now, set realistic timelines. Work with all the different contractors and subcontractors to set realistic timelines for each phase of the project. Flexibility might be required, but having agreed upon deadlines promotes accountability. And prepare for contingencies. It's better to be safe than sorry here. Discuss upfront how potential changes or unexpected issues will be handled. What's the process and how do you make change orders when needed? This preparation helps manage costs and avoid delays. If a contractor starts missing days or is unresponsive, address the issue directly and remind them of the contract terms. Be prepared to enforce penalties if necessary, or consider alternatives if the situation doesn't improve. And really, once, you got to let it slide. Twice, maybe. But after that, you have to move on and find somebody else. Okay, it doesn't matter what story they come up with, and they can come up with some really creative stories that I've heard over the years. You have to take care of your project and not hold up other contractors that are coming behind them or are waiting on them to do their work. If problems arise, address them promptly and document all communication. If necessary, mediation or legal advice might be required to resolve disputes effectively. Understand and leverage the competitive bidding process. Invite multiple contractors to bid on your projects for every section of the project that you want to do. It encourages competitive pricing and gives you options to choose from based on budget and quality. And make sure you understand what is covered and what is not. What materials are covered, what appliances are covered. Get the details. It must be in your contract and in their proposal. Have the contractors provide receipts or consider buying items yourself. That's one thing we highly recommend. This ensures that you're only paying actual costs. You're not getting general contractor markups, and you can also get the discounts through suppliers. Regular site visits. Make regular site visits to the construction site to monitor progress and verify work is being done to your specification and to the plans or drawings that you have. We recommend at least once a day, twice a day if possible. This eliminates discrepancies and keeps costly corrections from having to be required. Always do this. And what I recommend also is you mix up the time of day that you show up. don't always show up at 10 o'clock in the morning because they're going to know it and they're going to be there at 10 o'clock, but they may be gone by 2. So if you show up in the morning, you show up right after lunch, or you show up just before the workday is supposed to officially end, it allows you to keep track of when they're there, if they're there, and how much work is progressing through the days. Also, you want to make sure that you're getting quality work. Agree on the standards before work begins and discuss how non-compliance issues will be handled. Make sure you have an agreement in writing that handles and covers these things, as well as corrective measures for subpar work. Especially if you've got a general contractor and they take on subcontractors, who is responsible for the subcontractor quality of work? This is one of the reasons why we highly recommend managing your own projects rather than having a general contractor. And tip number 15, plan for final inspection. Schedule a final inspection with the contractor before making the last payment. This ensures all work meets your standards and comply with state or local codes, and any issues are addressed before the project is officially completed. You want to get sign off and get all those little stickers in your electric box for inspections to make sure that the work is meeting the standards of the area in which you live as well. Make sure every aspect of the project is covered in your contractor. This includes the descriptions of the work to be done and performed, the materials to be used, and if you're having them provide materials, exactly what materials are they providing? What is not included? Have them give you timelines and payment schedules, or draw schedules as they're usually called. Your contract prevents misunderstandings and protects you and the contractor. Number 17, we're getting there now. Include warranties in the contract. Request that the warranties for all products and materials and the work are written into the contract and that you're provided copies of them as well. This protects you against defects and ensures that any issues can be resolved without additional costs. This also helps that when the contractor is long gone and they've provided appliances, you have all those warranties for all the products that they've given you so that you can take action if and when there's an issue and it's needed. And we work with local contractors, and we recommend that you work with local contractors as well. This can help you. Find contractors that are going to be in the area, have a reputation, and will be around long term. Ask about the subcontractors that are being provided. Find out who will be doing the work. And if your main contractor is subcontracting out some of the tasks, request their details and qualifications, as well as contact information to ensure they meet your standards and you can reach them if and when it's needed. And if there is an issue, and we've heard and seen where contractors don't pay their subcontractors, again, why we recommend managing your own home renovation, you want to make sure that you're able to find the subcontractors, speak with them, work with them, and have them be able to complete your project effectively. Number 20, regularly review project progress. Set up periodic meetings to discuss project progress with the contractors that you're working with. That helps everyone stay aligned and allows for adjustments to make sure things are done on time and prevents last-minute surprises or from you walking into your home and going, "What's this? That wasn't what I was planning on." And finally, last and very important, have a buffer in your project and in your budget. Always include a contingency fund in your budget, about 10 to 20% of the total anticipated costs. Unexpected expenses are common and can happen in renovations, and having a financial buffer can help manage these without stress and allow you to stay relaxed and calm if and when something negative happens. And if you don't need to use the money, as my mother would say, it's found money, money you can use for something else or to celebrate your new home. By following these guidelines, you can manage your renovation project more efficiently, effectively, and save a significant amount on the cost by being well prepared and proactive in negotiations and working with your contractors. For more information, please check out the links and info below. And if you'd love to get started on your home renovation, rehab, or build, but don't know how to start, check out our Modern Home Renovation and Remodeling Toolkit course, as well as other one-on-one programs we offer at netgainrealestate.com to help you save 20 to 30% on your renovation and remodels. That's it for today. Here's to creating dreams, one home at a time.